And just in case someone walks up to you and asks.
So ordinarily you see me seated on another chair, on another sofa, and not this one. Ordinarily you see me with my card, but guess what? I decided to flip the coin. Why not be the guests? Yes, on my show, the 7 Show today, I am the guest. Guest of the hostess, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, drum roll. Welcome to the 7 Show, our guest anchor, Kaka Desanya. Hello, my name is Omoo, and you're welcome to the 7 Show.
Ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń wá ẹni tí màá fẹ́. Àdúrà ti gbà àdúpẹ́. Ìyàwó ti dé mo ṣọpẹ́. I'm in love, kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èmi sílẹ̀kẹ̀ ò ní fẹ́ tẹ́. Ìfẹ́ ìyá bá wa kalẹ̀. God bless the day I set my eyes on you. And everything I do now is for you. And just in case someone walks up to you and ask how long I plan to spend with you, tell them say forever, we'll always be together.
Hi guys, welcome to the 7 Show with Omoo. My name is Kaka and I get to be hosting Omoo's show today. I'm the guest anchor and I'm so excited because I have something for everybody. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I'm super excited. But I know a lot of you are probably at home watching us right now, wondering what's the 7 Show about. For those who are just watching, the 7 Show is majorly about marriage. That's a topic that is dear to my heart. Marriage. You know, the work that that couples do to make their marriages work. Trust me, people. Marriage, hard work, don't be deceived. It's work. You know, to make your marriage work, you have to work. All right? So today, I happen to be hosting the anchor himself, the visionary himself, the man that conceived the idea, and now I've gone global because I'm the anchor. So it's my mic today. Please welcome with me, Kenny and Omoo Anetekhai. Yes, I got it! I got it!
You got it very well.
Hi, Omoo. Hi, Kenny. Good to see you guys. I'm so excited to see you. I'm so excited that you guys have given. You know how the Bible says that Apollos watered, Paul planted, Apollo watered, and God gave the increase. So Omoo has planted.
Yeah.
I have come to water. God will be the one to give the increase.
Amen.
So welcome, guys. Good to have you. Such a delight to have you.
For hosting us.
Thank you. So how long have you guys been married for?
So we've been married for 5 years.
Ooh, five. Number of grace. And how many children do you guys
We
have?
have 2 kids.
2.
Ooh, 2 and counting.
A boy and a girl. 2.
Okay, and complete. The Lord sends them out in 2s.
Exactly. That's the scripture. Actually.
1 boy, 1 girl. Hallelujah.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, are you ready?
Yeah.
So Kenny, I have a task for you,
really?
and then Omoo, I have a task for you too.
Alright.
So who do I start with first?
Ladies first, every time.
And we'll say ladies first after men.
Well, in this case.
Okay, so Kenny, I want you to just do something simple for me. My task for today is that you kiss your husband like you had only one chance.
Kaka, you didn't tell me you're going to do this kind of bad things.
Like,
Very simple.
No.
someone is giving me a free ticket to just kiss him.
Like you just had to kiss him like you had only one chance. Like
wow.
if they said Omoo
Don't
was
kiss
traveling
anyhow.
today.
You enter one chance.
If Omoo was traveling today, and then yes, I mean you'd eventually go and meet him. But I mean, what would you do if your husband was traveling today for about another 6 months before you guys
that you're
see?
excited or
No, I'm wondering why.
Isn't that you're excited about
Oh yeah, you people. Because some of us don't know how to kiss.
I
And we want to
am not
learn.
kissing. She's not kissing. The task is for her. So.
All right.
What?
Like Omoo, really? Okay, let's see this. Oh, like really? That's all you're going to do?
Lipstick, please. Look like I already look like I have lipstick.
Don't worry.
That's
One
enough.
chance.
All right,
That's two
that's
chances.
good. That's good.
Now I have lipstick.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't
It's
worry,
your
it's
wife's
pink.
lipstick,
It's still a bit.
and it's okay. It's understandable.
So now I have
Now,
artificial pink lips.
I have you're on task. Can you look into your wife's eyes and describe your wife using her names? Her name is Kenny. I'm not even asking you to do Kenny Deo.
Okay.
So let's do Kenny. That's Kenny.
Oh, like the acronym.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
K in my own
You're not
dialect.
looking at me. You're looking at your wife.
K in my own dialect is constant.
Ooh, okay.
Constant starts with K.
Okay.
Because of you. E, my experience with you, I would never trade for anything.
Aww.
N, I love your nose. N, you are quite naughty.
Okay.
Times, and that's good.
Okay.
And why?
That's
Because your youthfulness is renewed every day.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
we should have done this one for the kids. So the kids are the sweet. Just like me.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Naughty. I heard naughty. Naughty. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so let's keep it going. Now, I'm going to ask, the reason why we're here is, one of the core reasons why we're here is about marriage. What has made your marriage thrive in 5 years?
I think the answer to that question is, I don't want to sound cliche, but God.
Right.
God, one, and two, both of us realized that as parties in this covenant, as covenantor or covenantee, we have a covenant with God. They say marriage is like a triangle, equally shaped triangle. God on top, wife, man at the edge. So God gives instructions, God gives wisdom, and then we execute. And for want of, so that I don't sound spiritual, I'll say this. There are times when I see dirty plates in the sink. It's not that my wife keeps dirty plates, or the house is just messy, or particularly when we just started marriage, and it was just two of us, no kids, leading busy careers and all. And I would have an impression, dude, clean the entire house today. Where is the instruction coming from?
God.
I'll do it. And my wife will wake up and say, "Oh, you cleaned the house?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I was worried yesterday that the house was dirty. To wake up this morning and find out that you've cleaned the house, that's so thoughtful of you." And I'm like, "Why are you giving me credit for it?" It's God. So yes,
Amazing.
God, and then the fact that we listen to Him, and to a large extent, there's an understanding that both of us have. Nobody's lower than the other. Nobody's higher than the other.
Oh wow, fantastic.
That's
I like
my
that.
take, yeah.
I like that you said something about no one is lower. So there's a measure of equality. You're not seeing yourself as the higher, how some marriages how we believe some marriages to be, like the man is high up there and then the woman is all, But I would put this to Kenny, changing that question, still the same way. What has really kept you both in the marriage journey? What has kept you going with your husband?
Okay, first of all, I think one major thing, there are two major things. First of all, I came into marriage personally, or we came into marriage knowing that it was either we are here or we are here. Like, there's no other option.
Right.
There was never going to be an option of going out or backing out. There's no breakup in marriage. For us, that was it's like a command, like, we have to make it work. So we came into marriage with that mindset. There was no plan B somewhere else, either in our minds or in the realm of metaphysical realm or whatever it is. So I came in prepared that this was it, and I'm going to have to just make it work.
Good.
Then the second one is that my husband he's my friend.
Awesome.
So it's not like I'm married to my husband. Oh, we don't carry our
that
titles like
right.
due respect to.
I'm not that kind of person.
We are not in this carrying titles. There is no head of the house, husband, you are wife, therefore you must be wife. We are first friends, and friends in that we are vulnerable to one another.
Awesome.
So our friendship cuts across so many things. We connect on
Different levels.
We connect physically, of course, that we are attracted to one another. I can stand him as
That
a
is
bestie.
very key.
Yes, it's very key. Like for marriage relationships, we connect physically. You know, I trip for him and he trips for me, and that is important. And we are at it in making sure that we keep connecting physically. If you know what I mean.
I see how your
pot belly,
oh right,
so it
the
doesn't
pot belly
come out.
has to go, the haircut has to be all sleek.
Exactly.
The beard, I'm saying it. Well
So
done.
we also connect intellectually, and it's not just because both of us are lawyers. We even on other levels when we talk, we like our intellectual websites. Like I like your.
Did you guys hear that?
I like your brain
So for
IP
every
address.
human being, what's your intellectual website? It's your website, it's your function.
So function that.
You know, I mean, that's amazing. There's
Yeah.
something I picked up from it, and that's something core for me, which is friendship. You know, it's important that couples are friends. But you know, picking out a question from the word friendship, do you share common friends? And what's their impact on your marriage?
Do you want to go or should I go?
When you were asking the question, a song came into my mind, and my son sings it a lot. It's Barney. The more we are together, the more we are together, the happier we'll be. Because your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we are together, all of us, your friends and my friends, the happier we'll be.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But to answer that, when we first got married, my wife's best friend was her twin sister.
Right.
Taiwo Shiomo, Dr. Taiwo Shiomo was her twin sister.
We befriended
So
her.
I had to be a friend. In fact, Taiwo and I talk so much. My wife goes, how come I don't my sister behind me? And I had to be a friend. And that in being a friend, I stole my wife's friendship for me. So if you ask me if I have best friends, guys, anyway, I don't have any other best friend other than my wife. My wife's my best friend. I went to Abuja a few weeks ago, and for 3 days. By the time I came back to the house, to show you how close I like to be with my wife and I enjoy my wife's company, I came back to the house and I found out that I was gisting with my wife everywhere. Of course, COVID was still on. I would gist with her now. She'll go into the kitchen, I'll sit down, I'll go to the kitchen, I'll start gisting. She'll leave the kitchen, she's going, I'll just be
She was unconscious.
I said, wait. What's happening here? Why am I following this girl up and down? You know, and that even while I was in Abuja, everything that was happening on real-time basis, as if a camera was following me everywhere, like a reality TV. So it's that kind of friendship that we have.
Have you guys, I'm asking like 3 questions in one. Have you had a situation where there was, you know, some form of disagreement between you guys and you had to involve maybe your parents or his parents or his close friends or, you know, just a third party involvement generally? What's first your opinion about having a third party coming, you know, to help settle differences, and what's your opinion generally, and, you know, for couples who are probably just getting married and, you know.
Personally, there are levels of third-party involvement. You see that third-party involvement where we have a dispute and we call somebody to come and resolve. I don't think that's ever happened in our marriage. No, it has never happened. What has happened, however, is that we have mentors.
Right,
we have people
awesome.
that we look up to before we marry, whilst we are married and all. And we more or less submit to their authority.
Awesome.
You know?
Awesome.
So we have people that we have their advice can come to help us shape the things we do, but many times we still domesticate their advice. That's one.
Ratify it.
Ratify
into our own sovereignty.
We are lawyers. So
Awesome.
International
Did you hear
law
that?
must
To
be-
their sovereignty.
international law must be domesticated or ratified by the nation that you are bringing the law to, even if you are signatory to it at an international level. You know.
Really though?
Yes.
Like,
So that when she said ratification and domestication, we are talking legal
okay,
terms.
don't rectify.
But then that said, you know, one of the biggest challenges we our marriage could have had was my wife's closeness to our siblings and to our mom. Because they're not bad people. But you just find out that when they give you those advice many times, it is impossible for your parent or my parent to be objective. They will most likely take sides.
True.
So
third party interference with your parents coming in, your own as either parents coming in to be judge and arbit and mediators on the matter, very dangerous. So no, we don't like it.
So it's more like, you at the point of marriage, you're able to reduce access.
You must
and influence.
reduce.
You should reduce access. From you have women who that's wives who are very close to their mothers, and who like.
And you have men that are tied
very
to
close.
money.
True. Now talking about money. There's a common saying in this our time that says, "His money is our money. Your money is my money." What's your thoughts about that? I'll start with you, Kenny.
Okay, like I was explaining to someone recently, that statement is actually true and untrue in a way. It depends on perspective. First of all, my take on it really is that there is no his money and our money. Every money that comes to us, it comes into the Anetekhai corporation. So it's, as in, we all eat from the same pot, we sleep on the same bed, we have the same children, so there's really no point saying it is somebody's money, it is my money, it is his money. Or how do you explain one person being broke and then the other person being flamboyant? When you say you won't feed the other person, it just doesn't make sense, even literally. And scripturally, it doesn't make sense too, because you guys are one. So
right.
There's no double, there could be several streams of income, but you guys are actually one. But I would see it from a point of view. There's another view to it in that, for example, a man is the head of the home. That is his God-given role, and a woman is his helpmate. So he shouldn't see himself as, even though he knows that his wife is a contributor to the family and the common cause, he should strive. I believe that a man should strive to make sure that he's not transferring that burden
on the wife.
So even though the money is our money, the man should have the mindset that, I should provide for my wife. Even if the woman earns more than me, I should provide for my family. I should provide for my children.
You're contributing.
You are
making the effort.
You are making the effort.
And she can see that you're making
at the back of
the
your mind, you have blocked it that
her money is not our money. I should provide. Of course.
Right.
Of course, woman knows that, of course, my money is not my money. But the man should have it at the back of his mind that, no, I should cover. I keep covering her. I should keep covering
Amazing.
her. So for me, that's
and that's the attitude that we have in
that's
marriage.
the attitude we have.
And with that attitude, really, I should give my wife credit. Even when I've told her categorically that this money, don't touch it. It is your money.
Yeah.
Categorically, don't touch it.
Just save it.
Just
for
keep
you.
it there. It's for you. You see, find out that she will break her back sometimes. Say, okay,
just to make
take
sure.
this
Awesome.
to support and to lend that support, and the family is balanced. Thank you.
Awesome. I like I like the fact that you guys talked about balance. I mean, balance is key. In everything. How they say that. Can you have it all? Can you have it all as a woman? Can you have it all as a man? But I feel that balance is very key. Know where to strike the balance. And that's really awesome that with your finances, you're able to know where to strike the balance. But that being said, have there been times where there hasn't been a great flow, of money, and there had to be someone who is, or would I say, where? What's your thought about? It's not a thought, but where have you been in situations where there hasn't been a great flow at a particular time, and you had to stand up to meet the demands of the house? Did that change your opinion about your husband? Did that give you a thought pattern about Shebi Okunrin or something like that?
Okay, so yes, there have been times where my husband, probably for some reason, he wasn't able to. Where there wasn't enough cash flow from him, and then I had to step in at some point. So, if I want to look at it rationally, sorry to be rational right now, because even at those times, when I stepped in financially, he brought in the head work. Like, sometimes he would say, okay, so this is the amount of money we have, this is how we're going to do it. As in, he brings a lot of wisdom into how the streams are going to be sorted. He brings advice. If it's business coming from me, because I run a business and I also have a 9 to 5. He brings in a lot of strategy because he's very, very good in like marketing, business development, and all that. So it's not just about me. So it's not just about bringing money. There are some other kinds of equity that he brings into the family that is not just liquid cash. You know, so I know that. I appreciate that a lot. But sometimes, let me tell you, like, you know, you're saying because of the sake of other people. Sometimes I used to forget. This was in the beginning of our marriage, like first 2 years. Sometimes then I remember that there would be times where I would actually really forget that he's actually bringing income in other ways. Because if I want to rely on just my own wisdom and the money that is coming from me, we won't be able to make the same kind of impact that we are having if he hadn't brought his own knowledge into. You'd
have probably even make mistakes.
I would have made mistakes and even lost some of the money. You know, so but sometimes I remember sometimes I'll just be like, can't I just be a baby girl? I want to live the baby girl life, like be a trophy wife just for. It's actually the devil. It's actually the devil that brings in those thoughts, and then you just begin to act irrationally. But along the line, if you really sit down and allow the Holy Spirit minister to you, or sometimes even be vulnerable enough to communicate, babe, this is how I'm feeling, and then we talk it and say, this is just a feeling, it's not the truth.
Awesome.
It's
So you don't let your feeling define you in that instance. Yeah. Amazing. I really like that. Do you think confessions and affirmations make a relationship stronger?
They do.
I know it's your show, but no shout at me. I'm a married woman.
It's conviction.
They do. Examples. I'll give you 2 examples. The first example is this. As a young child, 15, 14, 13, maybe it's like 18, I always said, well, by the grace of God, I've been a Christian since 13. I always said...
Bishop, sir.
Sorry. I always said that I wanted to be married on or by 30 years old. I didn't necessarily pray about it. I just kept saying it.
It was something you had put out in the air.
Yes. Yeah. Guess when I got married? 1st of May 2015. I was 30, 21st of April 2015. Just a few days before that. Or after my wedding. My traditional wedding. Our traditional wedding was on 30th of April. I just got to be 30.
So sorry, I'm very enough. Like you're over 30.
Yes.
Oh wow.
He's in his mid-30s.
Hello, please remind him that he's a hottie.
You're a hottie.
Thank you. You know, second thing is our confession produced this show.
Yeah, really,
awesome.
Literally,
and this is a family. You're speaking. And this is a family thing. It's not
almost
an Omoo thing. It is our confession produced this show.
Yeah.
So if there are no confessions, our confessions produced and birthed our business that she talks about. Our confessions make it easy for us to get inflow. I mean, I tell people that our marriage is like the Garden of Eden.
Awesome.
The Garden of Eden had 4 streams, and by the grace of God, we have 4 streams of income. Both of us are lawyers. We have a law firm with 1 partner and us. I'm into entertainment. I have an entertainment business.
That's another stream.
My wife is a foodie. There's
That's
a
another
foodie
stream.
thing. And by the grace of God, she's blessed with a job. So 4 streams of income, all because, and there are times when these other businesses have shut down the 9 to 5 now. These other businesses, for business to come, is because we sat down and declared it.
But I mean, I've been really blessed by that. I'm happy that, you said something about, confessions and affirmations working. Now, I would ask this. I hope this is not my last question because I wrote it quite a lot. How do you switch things up in marriage? How do you... I mean, there are times where we get so busy. I tell my husband, and I'm like, today can we just, I've seen some, do you call them memes or memes or memes?
Memes.
And then you just see someone that says one food picture, one child's picture, and it just says, if I die, I die. I'm using my last, cover to just eat. So how do you switch things up a little bit?
Okay, for us, sometimes when I feel that I want to switch, like I've been in the realm of obligation, realm of duty, like business, work, children. I told my husband, babe, please, I want to be a girlfriend tonight. I need boyfriend effect. Like, I want to be a girlfriend today, like, and then you be the boyfriend. And then we intentionally map out time to be girlfriend
And boyfriend.
So
Awesome.
for us, girlfriend and boyfriend could mean different things. It could be like going out on a date, and most times movie. We could just spend the whole night like talking.
We have movie nights.
We have movie nights a lot. So,
This life.
We have movie nights.
So one of my staff says, Madam, life no balance. This life no balance. But I mean, I think
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
like that.
And one of
the
things, sometimes one of the things you do is you just chase the children to their grandparents' house.
yeah.
That's a regular. Almost every year, there's a time of the year we
So
just
you can
chase
just-
the children.
You can walk naked round. Praise God. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, just-
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
like the
And
garden.
the
of
garden,
Eden.
sister girl. Oh, you got it. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm coming back to that.
Kaka, please.
Praise God. When you chase the children away to grandmama's place for over 48 hours, Ejo, kilo ma happen in that space.
A man speaking tongues.
Oh, praise God. Praise God. Now that brings me to the conversation about sex. Oma, please, you guys, Oma called it under the sheets for me.
Oh my God.
I didn't even understand what sheets was. I thought it was sheets like toilet sheets, but
Oh my God.
under the sheets. That's why people have sent the children away for close to 3 weeks. Because I suspect that this COVID period, so if you can even send them away for like 1 month. I mean, but let's bring the conversation home. I realize that sex is not something that is most talked about in marriages. People don't want to touch on that, How important is sex in a marriage? That's one question.
Importance?
And two is this, I realize that, we women are very, with sex, I don't know if it's the same for you, but, I like to think that Kenny would agree with me on some things, that men are physical. So if you just touch, bas,
Instantly.
and all that,
Yeah.
how are you able to come around and put a balance when you know that, in a week? Or let me ask these questions, just lighten things. Please still hold on importance. What's your average, what's the expected number of days or times for a married couple to have sex in a week?
Okay, so if there are 7 days in a week, for me, I think 5 is enough.
Yeah, come on.
5.5. Yeah.
No,
Back to
but
back.
don't allow me 5 times. No, I'm
Okay,
serious.
so because
I'm serious.
So the importance of sex, she said 5 times. I'm going to
Yeah.
hold on to that 5
Okay.
times. It's typical. It's
I do 3
expected.
times. I
It's
know that 3
expected,
times.
right?
And when there is no period, every day can happen. That's me.
It's expected, but what's the importance of sex in your marriage?
People have said it's a theory, it's a postulation that the frequency of sex in a marriage determines how healthy that marriage is.
Awesome.
So and 3 to 5 times a week standard when there are no periods.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think I really like that. I like that sex is very important, and you said something about. I need you to repeat that again. That sex shows how healthy a marriage is. The more
The
you have
frequency
sex.
of sex.
The frequency. I need to write that and quote it and put it somewhere in front of my mirror so you can frequent it. Awesome, guys. I really like this section. So I'm going to ask some questions now. What's your favorite color? This question is for Omoo. Omoo, what's your wife's favorite color? Don't agree with your husband because we're on TV.
We have similar favorite colors.
Yeah.
Which is
Blue and
Blue,
brown,
brown.
coffee brown.
awesome. I'm going to ask the funniest of questions. What's your favorite color of condom? Or maybe I should ask this.
Oh my God.
What's the family planning method that you guys have adopted?
IUD.
How you do?
She doesn't like condoms.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
it raw.
So, Jesus, Lord. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Let's go.
Did you guys hear that? Is this going to be? Oh, my goodness. Can you even do that? Awesome, guys. It's been amazing. It's been amazing talking to these guys. But I'll say something about, your children. How have you been able to balance having your children, giving them all the attention that they can possibly need, and giving more than 100% attention to your husband?
Okay. So for me, peculiarly, because I thank God for my husband, the kind of marriage that we have, the kind of team that we have, it's a gift. My husband is a very inclusive. What was that? Okay, hands-on. He's a hands-on dad, because that is actually one of his biggest goals in life, to be a father, and it stems from history, his personal history. So he really, really wants. Sometimes I feel that he has more mother instinct than me.
Oh.
Sometimes, so I don't really feel that over that. Oh,
do you
I'm
need
the mother.
tissue?
I'm carrying too much. Oh, tissue. I don't really feel that. Oh, I'm the mother. I'm doing all the, because he learns in his weight a lot. My husband can go. I can go on for a month without having bathed for my children. Like,
no, let's balance.
Wait, let me talk.
Okay,
like I can. Okay, like for example, right now, I think the last time I bathed for my kids was like 2 weeks ago. So although we have a help now, but even when we didn't have a help during the week, my husband can go on for days bathing the two of them. Even when my kids were babies, the girl and the boy.
Awesome.
So I don't really feel so. I guess that's how we balance.
I think all marriages are different. So it's such a blessing to have someone who is hands-on, and you have some men who would rather pay someone to get the job done.
Yeah.
And that in itself is a love language to the wife.
It is.
So I would go.
So we have a help, as you said, but to balance things up, the reason why I bake the children is because think about it. They are going to school. Their snack, their backpack, and all that will be prepared by somebody. She's doing that. Should I fold my legs somewhere and be reading newspaper?
Just
I can't do that. So I carry the boy, bathe him, put him down, carry the girl, bathe her, ASAP, so that we can even be timely. Because you are paying big money in school, my sister. You now be getting to school late. No. The children will not be at homework. That's why we do that.
Awesome. So I think I'm rounding up, all right? And then my second or my last question, second to the last one. What's your husband's love language?
Words of affirmation, physical touch.
A shade touch? Right. Well, it looks like every man that I know, their love language is physical touch. They are wackery.
Touched you. Holy shoe. So
I'm looking at our sets, one of our sets team members, and saying, no, me, it's not touch. I wonder what your own is. Food.
It's food. You're right. He's a foodie. He likes food every time.
It's amazing. So I would say,
let me not take you back. I think men's love languages are those two, because one, they're wired to be visual, and then two, you know how they say that women should respect their husbands. Men like to be hailed. It's ego. It helps.
It pumps them up.
So words of affirmation, physical touch. Usually.
Amazing. And then I think, hopefully this is my last question. Kenny, if you had to change anything about your husband, what would that be? If you had the opportunity to change anything about your husband.
Physical.
Anything.
I don't think I'll change anything.
You like his height, you like his lips, you like his glasses.
I love everything about my husband. Because I had a list. I wrote a list when I was 19. If you should check that list, I have everything ticked. Like everything. So if I want to go back and now say there's something that would make me a liar, because everything was actually ticked.
Omoo, pass it. Pass mark.
Yeah.
You are an A-list husband. Okay. And then if there was anything you had to change about your wife, would there be? Tell me.
Physically, nothing. She's perfect. After two, she still has this sumptuous body.
Please. Some of us, our husbands is not changed. Help us.
And physically nothing. Maybe the suggestions she has of herself, or sometimes the opinion she has of herself. Maybe I'll change that.
I think it's with like almost all of us. Because sometimes it just feels as if you feel, is it sabotage or you just feel like self-sabotage and you just feel like, no, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve this. And you just,
And I just wish that she could just stop and say, I am the queen of the world.
I deserve all the good things.
I want.
Awesome.
I'm a daughter of the maker of the universe. I'll keep that consciousness. That's all.
If you had $1 million and you had 1 day to spend it, you both had 1 day to spend $1 million. Tell me, what are the five top things that you would do on that list?
$1 million.
So you know that $1 million.
It's just joking. First thing I'll do if I have $1 million, if we have $1 million.
And then you get to spend all of that $1 million, and guess what? Everything that you use it for is yours.
Number one, shelter, security for our family. 2, children's security, their future. 3, God. We must give some of it to God in form of tithes and then charity. 4, baby girl thing, because
girl, who don't want no baby girl lifestyle, honey? You kidding me?
Yeah. And 5, I'll invest in double 7 show.
Awesome. I really had a great time with you guys. Thank you, Omoo, for this privilege and finding me worthy,
No, because we've done this. Kaka and I used to host events.
Omoo, nah.
Even though she has food has taken a larger chunk of Kaka.
Don't believe anything that
Kaka is an amazing host.
Yeah, she is.
And as you can tell, she's done a great job again today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Omoo. Thank you so much for having me here. It's been amazing. I have personally been blessed by your stories, by the times that you shared with us, and if you had one thing that you had to say to newlyweds or couples who are about to get married, what's that one thing that I want both of you to have something separately? What's that one thing that you want to say to someone out there who is, I feel this is something strong in my heart, someone out there who's confused, they're probably married and they're confused, they're unsure whether they should leave or they should stay.
So if you are in that situation, the critical thing I'll say is that, and this is something that's happened in our marriage, there are times when confusion has arisen, not for my part, for my wife. Maybe she will talk to the woman, but down times are actually the best time to be closer. They make your marriage worth the while. My life as a person is filled with so many down times. And I remember one of my mentors told me this thing. He said to me, see, I went to him and I was lamenting, Kaka, how I was born in a slum, I was born outside wedlock, and, so I was just complaining, and looked at me and said, all these things make your story sweeter. Mm-hmm. All those things that you're confused about, they make your story sweeter.
Amazing. Kenny?
Okay. For me, I would say, like they say, and like what he said, but I just want to emphasize, tough times do not last, but tough marriages do.
Tough time do not last. Tough marriages.
So, just know that whatever is happening is just a phase.
It will pass.
It will pass, definitely. So don't make decisions based on how you are feeling. There is a bigger picture, and you saw that bigger picture when you were probably courting or when you just got married, or there was a bigger picture that you were seeing. Can you just go back to the old albums and just open it and just begin to see that picture again? And
amazing.
Because of that picture, just stay, just hold on, please.
Well done.
Yahoo speaker. Hey, Yahoo motivator.
Amazing, guys. I'm sure you have learned so much from the Anetekhais. Like I told Omoo earlier, I said, your son name is a tongue in itself. You know how you just hi. And that's the bishop. We've already hailed him as bishop. That's the bishop tongue language. All right. So it's been such joy, hosting you guys. And I think my last question, I promise.
That is like the last question.
I promise. My last question. What's your take? Have you ever at any point kept malice since you guys got married?
Malice is difficult for me. because I'm a talker.
Okay, like, yeah,
It's difficult for
I have
me.
kept malice, but it never exceeded 12 hours. Never.
Oh, fantastic. So it's
Yeah.
not the malice of 2
It's
weeks.
not 2 days.
No,
Never.
I've never kept malice for
Never.
2 days. No.
No.
Awesome.
We'll resolve it
Awesome.
that day.
So because you guys are friends, it makes it easier
Yeah.
for you to talk it through.
Yeah.
And
And because we'll sleep on the same bed.
Exactly. So how will you do it?
So you
And our bed is small.
And sometimes even
intentionally.
when we have to sleep in malice, we end up waking up in the middle of the night. Nobody is really sleeping. We'll just be tossing and turning.
because you're not, Awesome. So who is the first person who is quick to resolve?
Him.
Who wants to resolve?
He's the peace.
He's a peacemaker. Who is the laughing jackass of your home? The loud
jokes,
laughter.
she laughs.
Oh, so she just like
But if you mean who is the always happy,
Happy-go-lucky.
child. Yeah.
I'm never sad.
And then there was this question Omoo asked me when we came here. Who is the 0 to 100?
What's 0 to 100?
Like they go from, it's fine, it's okay. And then somebody just does something. Did you not see that? You were supposed to.
She's the one.
Who is the most romantic?
I don't know. Am I?
Mr. Romantic.
Who is the gift giver?
I think you're the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is the easiest person, or who is the person who snores?
Who snores?
Ah.
I think you're
Everybody snores.
I think you're the one. You snore.
Nigga, everybody
Do I
snores.
snore?
Who is very
Do I
easy?
snore?
Let me give you the analogy.
Do I snore?
Listen, it depends on who sleeps first.
To know who snores, right?
Yes.
But I don't snore.
I sleep first.
You snore sometimes.
Who is
I
the
wake
person-
up. Don't go. I wake up first.
Do I snore?
She's snoring.
No.
You actually snore.
I do not snore.
Okay, guys, so that we can resolve this, I think that I will ask who is the person who sleeps in the course of a movie? Who sleeps first?
In the movie,
Yes.
no. In the course of conversation, yes.
You
Movie,
sleep. Do you sleep during
I
the
sleep
If the movie is not, if the film is not sweet,
I
you
mean,
sleep. Also, and who is the biggest eater? That's my last question. Really?
Yours truly.
Awesome. Thank you once again for having me here. It's been such joy hosting the Anetekhai. And like I said, the 7 show is really about marriages. I have personally learned more than 2 things about, I'm taking home. I put it inside my pocket. When I get home, I'm going to remove it and give it to my husband. I've learned about this marriage. And I'm happy that, Omoo gets to be the one to do this. He and his wife. And, I remember when he asked me and when he started the show, I was just like, it's a marriage show. Why not he and his wife? Why are they not the ones hosting it? But a lot of things that they said here already explains the reason why, it's important you always have a back. It's important that you always have, your helpmeets or, and stuff. And I'm happy that, Omoo is the one, Omoo and his wife, are the privileged people by God, to host a show like this. And my prayer is that, the show goes from glory to glory, that the people that have to listen to every episode, gets to hear it. Thank you, Omoo.
Thank you,
I'm so
Kaka.
grateful. I feel like I have blown.
Delicious Kaka.
And just in case someone walks up to you and asks,
I know you guys have been thoroughly blessed, listening to this show. So I would encourage everyone who's watching us to please subscribe, please like, please share, comment, refer us, do different things, all right? And also follow on social media.
kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, èmi sì lẹ́kẹ̀, ò ní fẹ́ tẹ́. Ìfẹ́ ìyá bá wa kalẹ̀. God bless the day I set my eyes on you. And everything I do now is for you. And just in case someone walks up to you and asks how long I plan to spend with